What's up? Welcome back to my drawing MM4 fantasy fox feathers and foxtails. Currently I am in the process of inking the background, which is kind of like my style of drawing. I like to do my figures in pencil, then ink the background, then eventually I'll get to coloring the entire piece via computer, because it costs way too much to do it with Copic markers. It's pretty expensive to do an entire piece, and it costs about $35 in total minimum just to color it with the Copic markers, because they seem to run out pretty fast because the amount of background and stuff I got going on. But in general, they do a great job not knocking Copic markers or anything. They're like the creme de la creme of markers, in my opinion, and they usually get the job done pretty well. But as you can see right now, I'm inking in the fantasy wing I have in the background. It's not really a photorealistic wing, which I was originally shooting for, but it still looks pretty decent in my opinion. You know, art is in the eye of the beholder. That's the great thing about art. You can like it, you can hate it, but you know, everybody else has their opinion on it. Currently I'm right now on my headset jamming out to some Jimi Hendrix. The guy's a master of his craft, as I wish to be one day a master of my craft. Stupid medication I'm on right now has me kind of overly focused, and I can see every little flaw, every little roll bleed of the ink that's on the paper right now. Which I came across these, they're probably not something new on the market, but I've been using Copic multiliners for the longest time, and they gave me what I was looking for. Then now I came across these Micron multiliners, Pigma Micron multiliners, and they use I guess what's called archival ink, and it gives you a really deep black ink, and it's, for my taste, is wonderful. I love it. It does the job for me. I try not to scrub too much with the pens, and by scrubbing I mean doing this where you're coloring with it. I like to do more of just line by line, covering the darker areas, because scrubbing is for scrubs. You want to color something, get some crayons. That just applies, in my opinion, only applies to inking. You know, pencil, trying to shade in an area, scrub away, because you'll be there forever trying to get the smallest details done. What I usually like to do is I'll go over a general area, just an area, and I'll get a portion of it done with the bigger liner, and then I'll go back with another smaller multi-liner pen and finish it up to get different line weight, to get variation in there. A lot of my instructors always told me to use a brush tip pens, which is like by far the I wouldn't say the most, in my opinion, it is the best way to get line variation in any piece of artwork that you're inking. But it's very difficult to learn. It's unforgiving, and it's taxing on your hand because you have to be so steady, and some people have that natural grace of being able to flow and move, you know, apply pressure appropriately when it comes to those type of pens, I'm not that person. I have the death grip going on with some of the pens that I use, and I can feel it about an hour in where it's pinching the nerve endings of on my fingertips, and I try to relax, but it ends up becoming a putrid victory. If you know what a putrid victory is, it's one that it was costly to both sides. I think that's the correct definition, and if not, I don't care, go look it up. And you can tell me in my video what I'm doing wrong in your opinion. And I do take your opinions into account, because in the end, the viewer, the fan, the other artists, the admirers, you make me who I am, you know. Even if you don't like my artwork and you want to bash it, you make me work harder, because in the end I do want to please everybody with my artwork. No, I'm lying. I don't care. If you don't like it, shove it, put it where the sun doesn't shine, because I enjoy making my own artwork, and I was trying to be a little PR with it, trying to be somebody that I'm not. And if my friends that do know me know that I'm an honest person, not so much of a asshole anymore. Just more of honesty is the best policy type person. I do know how to keep the truth out of it sometimes, so it doesn't hurt people anymore. I've worked on that a little bit, along with my artwork, because sometimes you can give somebody a critique that makes them stop wanting to be an artist, and that's not fair to a lot of people. Just because you have an overly strong opinion doesn't mean somebody has to stop doing what they love. It's doing what they love. And for all those people that told me that dropping out of school you'll stop striving to be an artist, well, obviously you're wrong. I'll get on my little soapbox there for a second. You know, a lot of people drop out of college and stop pursuing what they were going after, and or on their first intention, and everybody else gets blanketed with that, if you drop out, your life's over. Well, I beg to differ. My life has just begun. I'm gonna be successful, whether it just be success in my own eyes or success in the art community. I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna do what I love, and I'm gonna do it as well as I can. Maybe one day I'll impress somebody that is important, and they'll give me the nod. You know, if anybody knows me, they know the nod. What the nod is. If you have any type of upbringing with your father, you know what the nod is. Nod of acceptance. It's just a gesture. It doesn't get you any money. It doesn't get you any fame. It's just a nod. Just a nod. But as you can see, I'm keeping everything pretty clean so far. I'm gonna go back in with the Moo eraser and pick up all the pencil and stuff after I'm done inking. And the great thing about this archival ink is it doesn't budge. It will not budge. No matter how soft the eraser is, no matter how hard the eraser is. It's acid free, so it doesn't decay over time. Now, actually, I'll even show you. I'll show you the Moo eraser. This is a Moo eraser. It's made in Korea, because Americans somehow don't know how to make good erasers, I guess. Don't know. And you just look at that. Oh my gosh, my ink's getting smeared. No, it's not. It's actually perfectly fine. It's lightened up a little bit. My eraser is really soft, so it's going to pick up some of the ink on there. But end to end, it looks pretty good to me. Doesn't look like anything's gone. I'm going to sit there and jam at it, because the Moo eraser is pretty good at picking up pencil as is. See? Got a little bit of ink on there, but it didn't smear it. You see that? a lot of problem with some of the erasers. You go over them with ink and it's fucking Smudge Fest 3000. And look at that, I smeared some of the ink up here with my glove. My eraser picks it right up. So whoever made these erasers, Sanko, you gotta be careful with the ink. Got to be careful. Go over some of this area where it lightened it up a bit. I guess that's the downfall of this archival ink, is some of it kind of lifts a little bit when you use an eraser, but that's okay because you can go over it again. Like I said, the advantage of that move eraser was it picked up the ink when it smeared. And you guys that ink, you know when it smears and it doesn't come up, you want to just get the drawing and shove it down some random person's throat, because that's how angry you are. But, you know, I'm not that angry all the time. Well, I didn't get much done, and YouTube only allows 15-minute videos. So, that's pretty much the inking process that I go through. You know, keep it clean, keep it precise. Messy is bad. This is Hellraise signing out. Thank you for watching.